One man on an island, one drop in the sea. All it takes to set a wave in motion is a single word in action, a hope that we can be the change that we've been longing to see. For our home, our land, our family, it's all within our reach. See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends. Come whatever on the road ahead, we did it before and we'll do it again.
When the moments turn to hours and the day's last light is gone, look around us always and remember there were times we were uncertain, but we just kept walking on. It's always darkest just before the dawn. See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends who whatever on the road ahead. We did it before and we'll do it again.
Our home, the home we share, where the garden always grows to earth and light. Though the road ahead is daunting, I know we're gonna be alright.
See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem. It's the voices of our friends. Come whatever on the road ahead, we did it before and we'll do it again.
See this island, every grain of sand, hear this anthem.
It's the voices of our friends.
Come whatever
On the road ahead, we did it before and we'll do it again.
See this island. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Now, out of frame, you can't see me. You can't see her, but our guest tonight is just seated right beside me. Quite a far distance away, definitely more than 1 meter, which we find it very, very strange. But she'll be joining us later on in tonight's final episode of Power Up with Ross, your sports and lifestyle show weekly. That's happening every Wednesday. But tonight is going to be the last show. And I'm so glad. Thank you so much for those of you who have always been part of this show throughout the 14 episodes. Really appreciate your support that you have given to this show. So well done, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so again, welcome to one and all. For those of you who have just joined us for the very first time, this happens to be the final episode. We've been together for 14 weeks, around there, yeah, 14 weeks. And it has been a great pleasure. So tonight, My special guest, I'm very honored to have with me the lovely Miss Kelly Latimer, my partner in crime, who's been with me for the past, well, we've been working together for the past, 15 years or so. I think so. Let's check it out on her with her later on and see whether she knows. But it's going to be it's going to be a fantastic show that's coming up in the next 1 hour or so. All right, so if you're all set and ready, we're going to start things off with the usual events you might fancy segment. There you go. So this is the time when I'm going to tell you, I kind of like sussed out some of the events, majority of them which you might find interesting and you might fancy to join. And I've got a whole list of events coming up, and this is going to be awesome. So let's start with our first event. Let's see what's going on. Oh, before we do that, I would like to ask you guys a question. All right, this is the question that I would like to pose to each and every one of you. How much do you want live sports and lifestyle event to resume? How much do you want? And how you do it, for those of you who are watching us right now, let's have a little interaction. Write down on this on your screen, on the chat field that you have at the bottom, and just give me hearts. All right, just give me red hearts. So if you have got your red hearts, just if you really miss it, and you want live sports and lifestyle event to resume, give a lot of hearts, because I'll be watching your responses on the phone. Okay. So go on and get busy, write down and show me the hearts, red hearts. The more red hearts you give, which means that you are telling the whole of Singapore and maybe, some people out there who might make decisions on opening up live events, sports and lifestyle events, to take notice, and then we'll have more live events happening. Yeah? Okay. So that's one. Next. Yay! The first event that I would like to feature is this. This is spearheaded by a group of friends of mine whom I know. Namely, I won't say out the full name. All I need to do is to say out his pet name. We call him Ren. So Ren, if you are spearheading this project again, which you have been spearheading for the past many years, this is for you. And to the rest of our Singaporeans here as well. It's the Race Against Cancer. There you go. Now, this year is going to be a virtual run. What else? We've always been doing virtual runs since last year, since the start of the pandemic. So, this year is for the Race Against Cancer event, is no exception. We are doing it, or they are doing it virtually. All right. So it's the virtual run starts from the 1st to the 21st of October. But, all right, so the registration is from the 1st to the 21st of October. But the virtual run itself, where you can run anywhere in Singapore and you clock it in using your own running app, tracking app, it runs from 18th September to the 26th of September. All right. No, that's not right. Wait, hang on. October, November. No. Wait, hang on. Virtual. Yeah. So 18 September to the 26th September. So that's the 9-day virtual run anywhere in Singapore. I've got my dates wrong. So it features 2 categories, and I'm going to show you this next slide. It has got the regular category as well as the special category. Now, the regular category includes 2 distances of 5 kilometer and 10 kilometer. The special category features another 2 distances, which is 21 and 42 kilometers. All right. Now, the way you submit will be in 2 ways. Okay. First one would be through the automatic submission. Right. And all you need to do is to auto sync your run and track your run via the Strava or Garmin, which is accepted, all right? And you can log in to this website. It is raceagainstcancer.org.sg, okay? There you go. So you got it? Okay. Now, this is organized by the Singapore Cancer Society. All right, the Race Against Cancer 2021 aims to raise funds to cancer treatment subsidies, welfare assistance, cancer rehabilitation, hospice care, and the funds raised will help drive the Singapore Cancer Society's programs and services. All right. So again, like I mentioned, due to the COVID-19 situation, the Race Against Cancer will be conducted virtually. All right. And I just heard, they just came out the news that they are also going to be including a physical run element to it. Now, more information you can get more information at their website, which is raceagainstcancer.org.sg, or you can log on and find them on Facebook. It is facebook.com/raceagainstcancer.sg. Also on Instagram. So go on ahead. I'm sure a lot of you, for those of you who have missed out on physical events, especially running events, you might want to find out a little bit more, because I've just heard that they are opening up only select few. It could be the top 10 or the top 100 top 10 groups and the top 100 individual participants who have clocked in. All right, the top 10 timings might be invited for that physical run event, which is happening in Singapore Sports Hub. All right, so more information. I didn't get the whole information because it was just out, since yesterday. So go on ahead and find out a little bit more. Log on to raceagainstcancer.org.sg. Okay, so again, let me reiterate the fact that it's the virtual run. It's happening for 9 days, 18 September 2021 to 26 September 2021. All right? So go on ahead and support this worthy cause and, and take part in this and do it for charity. Okay? And have fun. Right. Next event. This is the Pokhari Sweat Run Singapore 2021. Now, this is, there are two elements to it as well, all right? Log on to this website, pokharisweat.com.sg. You got it? Okay. Virtual run or virtual race starts from 1st to the 21st of October, okay? And that's when you start clocking in using your app, and then you go ahead and run in the virtual race. Now, there is another element to it, which is called the on-ground race. You see the events right now, they are slowly opening up, all right? Before last month, we've always had the virtual run, and only one aspect, only the virtual side of it, the virtual element. But right now, organizers are slowly opening it up. We see it in the Race Against Cancer, which was mentioned earlier on, and we see it right now at the Pokhari Sweat Run Singapore 2021. So, virtual run is from the 1st to the 21st of October, and then there is an on-ground race, which is happening on the 9th to the 10th of October, 2 days event held at home of Singapore Athletics, which is at Kallang, just beside the Singapore Sports Hub. So log on to pokharisweat.com.sg if you are interested and thinking of taking part in this. And it is it is a 2.4 kilometer race. All right, it's just 2.4 kilometer race. So for those of you, this is for the on-ground race, which is the live event on the 9th and 10th of October. So a 2.4 kilometer race, and you see our poster boy there, Sori Yong, our marathon record holder. He is part of Pokhari Sweat Run Singapore 2021 as an ambassador, and I think he still holds the record for the fastest 2.4 kilometer timing in Singapore. He just had a run last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I followed him on his social media, and he's just announced that he holds the fastest. So go on ahead and take part in this if you'd like. So there are two elements: the virtual race as well as the on-ground race. Okay. Now let's move on to our next event. Now this event is something very, very close to my heart, and my guest's heart as well. We'll get to find about that later on. This, ladies and gentlemen, is, wait, hang on. These are part of the Pokhari sweat run. Oh, these are your entitlements. Yeah, there you go. So log on to the website if you need more information. This is the event that we're talking about. Fresh off the oven. The SAFA Singapore Bay Run and the Army Half Marathon 2021. Ta-da! It happens on the 1st November to the 28th November. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 27th, it has been that many, isn't it? 27th edition of SAFA Singapore Bay Run and Army Half Marathon will be on, and it will return as a virtual run event this November. Now, this is jointly organized by the good people from SAFA as well as the Singapore Army. The event promotes active fitness culture and strengthen bonds among active servicemen, operationally ready NS men, as well as their family. And this year, the event will feature new categories to encourage participants to go the extra distance to break a sweat. So registration is open from now to the 3rd of October. And the virtual run period for you to clock in will be from the 1st of November to 28th of November. 4 weeks for you to clock in. And what are the categories? Let me show you in the next slide. So there are 4 categories. The first one being the 21, of course, the half marathon, right? 21 kilometers. And these are the prizes. Look at that. So of all the races that I have hosted, as well as my guest Kelly Latimer have hosted, I think this takes the cake. This is by far the most affordable, highly subsidized, highly supported. Yeah, it's meant that way. I think they just want to encourage it among the NS men as well as their family to take part. Look at that. It's only $5 if you're a SAF NS man for a 21-kilometer half marathon distance. How cool is that, man? How affordable is that? And for SAFRA members as well, it's only $5. But for the member public, you pay double. Yeah, members pay double. It's only $10, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what your race entitlements will be once you sign up. So because it is quite awesome. So there's the 21-kilometer cumulative challenge, which is the same price. Yeah, 50-kilometer cumulative team challenge. All right, up to teams of 5 people, and this one, Families for Life 10-kilometer challenge. Again, remember, this is virtual, which means that you can run, all right, at any time, anywhere, but you gotta log into their app, all right? I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. But in the first instance now, next slide, I'm gonna show you your entitlement for the 21 or the half marathon category. Look at that. You're going to walk away. Remember, guys, you're paying, if you're SF, NSman, or a SAFRA member, you only pay $5. Huh? So you're going to get yourselves a t-shirt, a running tee, all right, a finisher medal, personalized e-bib, all right, personalized e-certificate, and an e-badge. I mean, take a look at that t-shirt. It's so nice. Okay, so this is the half marathon entitlements. What do you get for the cumulative challenge? Okay, basically quite similar. All right, you'll also receive the running tee, the e-bib, e-certificate, and the e-badge. The only difference is, yeah, there's no difference at all. Yeah, everything's the same. Now the next one is the 50-kilometer cumulative team challenge, up to 5 members. All right. So you can run, you can divide it like each person, if you have 5 people in a team, you can divide it into 10 kilometers each person, and then you take up this challenge, okay? And your entitlements are basically the same, right? Now, next one. Now this is my favorite. Okay, let me recall how much you need to pay for this next category. This is the Families for Life 10-kilometer challenge. You pay 5, 5, and 10. Yeah, basically the same amount, nothing more than $10. And check out these entitlement for the 10-kilometer family challenge, Families for Life challenge. Look at that! Oh my goodness! I know some of you will be scrambling for your phones or for your laptops and trying your very best to register for this. Look, for the Families for Life 10-kilometer challenge, you run as a family, anytime, anywhere, virtual run, right? You get event tee, the t-shirt, right? But one sign up is entitled for one, okay? So go ahead and fight it out. Either mommy, daddy, or kids will get that t-shirt. So you get one 10-kilometer challenge event tee. You get a goodie bag, all right? You get a goodie bag. And then you get our Army Family teddy bear. You also get our Army Family Frisbee, okay? And you also get the Families for Life notepad. You get a personalized e-bib, you get a personalized e-certificate and an e-badge. How cool is that? I was doing a research earlier on in the afternoon, and I was with my wife, and then I got my 12-year-old boy with me as well. And I was looking at it, and I was preparing this slide. And I told my wife, dear, look at that, man. It's so affordable. That's one. And look at the gifts that you can receive with every sign up. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a hot favorite. My favorite one is the teddy bear and the frisbee. Yay! And this event is very, very special for me because I've been part of it for, oh my goodness, for a good 15 years, I think, or slightly more. Since, I think about 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, with this event. Good memories. Absolutely good memories. We'll try to talk about that later on with my guest, Kelly Latimer, later on, who's also part of this, and a little bit more. We're gonna talk about that later on. All right. Okay. So so there you have it. Ooh, took me 15 minutes exactly to cover events you might fancy. So guys, these are the events that's coming up. Definitely, there are more events happening. All you need to do is to look out for them, right, on social media as well as the news, and really, really get in on it, whether it's virtual or maybe it's a hybrid or blended event. As what we see in Pokhari Sweat Run, as well as the first run, which is the Race Against Cancer. So both of these runs, except barring the Army Half Marathon and the Army Half Marathon run, it's not a hybrid event. So go on ahead. If you like it to be virtual, go ahead and do it. If you like it to be on the ground or live, you have a choice between the Race Against Cancer run and the Pokhari Sweat Singapore Run 2021. All right? So those are the events that's happening throughout the next 2 or 3 months. And sign up and get active. Now, it is time for me to introduce my guest tonight. She's just beside me and she's waiting patiently. Very, very glad that she's here with me for my final episode. Now, she's a vibrant presenter. Kelly has a knack of connecting with people and making them like they are a key part of any event. Trust me, I've worked with her for many, 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 many years. I've seen her grow. I've met her during her single days, the days when she was single, and then she's married, and then now she's got kids of her own, not one, but 2. You want to challenge me, I got 3, so maybe the next one coming, we'll ask her about that. So no matter how big your event is, you are assured that your event is in good hands with Kelly Latimer, and I can vouch for that. Okay, so if you guys are ready, let's meet our guest tonight. Let's take a look at a short video and intro her.
I'm like, why did you need a script to introduce me? I don't understand. We've worked together for how many years, and you still need a script?
I
am appalled.
I want to be diplomatically correct. I want to cover things which which sounds good to introduce you. How long have we not seen each other?
So very long. I think the last time I saw you was when I just found out I was pregnant.
I think so. That was like last year. Yeah.
August?
If I'm not mistaken.
No?
No, I went.
July?
I went to.
August, July.
Okay, I think that was the day when I went for the video. No, the recording of your. Wait, hang on. Was it your?
I think it was like August. No, it was August when I was pregnant.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Let's check up on the chat field. Not many people commenting. The only person who has commented so far, but I don't know how this works. There are some comments which I cannot see. I'm sure of that. Yeah, I know. Justin Loy. Who is Justin Loy?
Justin Loy is my husband. My husband, the number one supporter in
know.
life. Whatever I do, bless him.
Yeah, I love Justin Loy. He's such a he's such a nice.
Why do you love Justin Loy?
No,
do you love him for the same reason that everyone else does? His abs and his biceps.
No. I don't go for that. I look for the heart. I look what's inside. Yeah. I just covered my mic. Anyway, how's things with you? How's things with Justin?
Things are very good.
How's the family?
It's actually been really nice. This whole COVID situation has actually enabled him to be at home a lot more, which is great because he gets to spend more time with our second son, our only son, our second child. Yeah, which I think if in normal scenarios and situations, I think especially our father wouldn't get to spend so much time with a newborn. So it's been a great opportunity. It's hard on him. Yeah. I'll give him that. He really does have to juggle a lot, but it's
I do
nice.
remember having phone calls with you while he's around because he's working from home since last year, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard for me to talk to you because for those of you who don't know Justin, Justin has got this, not only is he a big, muscular, handsome man, but he's got a loud, booming voice.
He's got a very deep, sultry, bassy voice, which I absolutely adore. I love it.
So whenever I'm in conversation, phone calls with her, I always tell her, oh my God, he's damn loud. I can't even hear you speaking because I can only hear Justin. Maybe I've got selective hearing.
Yeah, maybe you just want to hear Justin. That's all you're tuning into.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about family, what with the newborn.
I just want to say, not chasing down Ross and aiming for number 3. That is definitely not on the agenda. I have checked the box for my national replacement rate of 2 kids, so that's fine. We are 2 and done. Thank you very much.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
It's already decided. You and Justin. This is decision by both.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a son and I have a daughter, and Sienna is, as you all know, she's pretty much perfect, right? I mean, every parent thinks their child is perfect, but my daughter is actually perfect. She is the sweetest thing. Last night, she made Luca, who is 5 months old, pinky promise that they would stay together forever.
Wow.
What 4 4-year-old does that?
And four and a half.
Yeah.
She's
4.5.
four and a half years
She'll be
old.
5 at the end of the year.
Yeah, so cute. Oh my goodness. All right. It reminds me of my days when my boys are very young. Those were the pivotal moments, and that's when you get to go crazy in terms of bringing them, well, in my case,
Yeah,
always
your
bringing them
time, you
out.
can bring them out, bring them around. Even with
Yeah.
Sienna, I got to do that. But now with Luca, poor kid, he's at home most of the time. At best, like yesterday, we brought him to Gardens by the Bay. But we choose places to bring him where it's not as crowded, where it's going to
Yeah.
be quieter, and that's really quite sad for the kids growing up. These sibikians,
What?
poor thing, the
CBKs?
circuit breaker.
Circuit breaker babies, huh?
You know, I mean, he wasn't a circuit breaker baby technically. He was a bit
Yeah.
after, but I think the pandemic kids, they're really gonna have a hard time, I think, integrating into society. I feel
Yeah.
like poor thing, you know, when he goes out with me, all he sees is like sunglasses and a mask.
Yeah.
He doesn't see any facial
Yeah.
expressions. Can you imagine your parents
that's-
bring you out like that?
Yeah.
Like, so I try not to wear sunglasses.
I mean,
with
it's
them
quite
out with
interesting.
them.
I've read that there are research being done right now for any effects that's
There's
that's
definitely
happening.
going to be educational delays with kids because they can't see you speak.
Yes.
If you're out and about with your kids, they can't copy what you're doing with your mouth because they lip read a lot, and babies tend to mimic, right? Monkey see, monkey do. So very often you're going to find that these kids are going to developmentally start talking a little bit later because they're not
Yeah.
going to have that same exposure and experience.
Well, let's hope for the best. Bring them out, and then hopefully the situation gets better.
I'm hoping so. This new case count is driving me nuts.
Okay, saying hi to
Yeah.
Arfian, who said hi to us.
Hello.
Arfian, Ross, and hi Ross and Kelly. Arfian is a good friend of mine. I've known him for many years.
Oh.
Since early 2000.
You really show your age when you mention all this many years.
No, wait,
things.
but Arfian is a young man.
Yeah, I know. but
you know him, right?
Arfian Abu.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lifeguard and
Yes.
surfer.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, Arfian, good to see you. Okay, I've got some pictures to show you. Can we switch over to my slides, please? Yes.
Oh, I miss
That's
that
how
blonde
Kelly
hair.
looks like when she's dolled up.
Yeah, that was me. Circuit breaker last year. I think I was maybe going through like a circuit breaker crisis. I was like, I want to shave my head and I want to go platinum blonde.
Because you don't go out often anyway, right?
Yeah, I know.
Wen
but-
Jie says, when can I see both of you hosting together again? The
I
same
also-
question directed at you also. Because I want to see you when we are hosting
Exactly.
together again. Because right now, I've had that question earlier on, right? I'm asking people, how much do you want live events and sports events, lifestyle events to come on? Anyway, I've got another question for everybody while I banter and chit-chat with
I
Kelly.
realized this hair makes me look a bit like Justin Bieber.
Can we please stop talking about your hair for a while?
Okay.
This one, next question.
Ooh.
We're going to banter. But before that, I just want to ask the audience, let's get interactive again. What is Kelly's favorite sport, do you think?
Let's see.
Is Kelly's favorite sport? That's the question. Write it down on the chat, all right? Write the comments and write your answer, whatever it is that you think. Write it down on the comments, and then we'll get back to
What's
this
your
answer.
favorite sport, Ross?
Mine?
Yeah.
It has got to be golf.
Golfer.
Yeah, but I don't. You see, and the next one will be rugby. I don't play it, but my boys do. They play rugby. I used to play rugby, but right now no. Okay. But I like to watch and I like the sport of rugby and golf. Okay, so coming back to the next topic, which is this happy family.
Look at Luca, man. Seriously. He's
All right, so we've got
So
Justin,
chunky.
you've
Yep.
got Sienna with you.
Yep.
And the newborn, 5 months old
just
Luca.
turned 5 months old.
My name is Luca. I live on the second
Do
floor.
you know when Sarah Wee, the singer, came over to the house to meet him for the first time? That was exactly what she sang, except she sang first floor because we live on the first floor.
First floor, yeah.
Yeah, bless him. Yes, he's such a happy chappy. He's so smiley all the time. He's a cute lad. He's
So
a
you
cute
were
lad.
saying, I was commenting to Kelly when I said that Luca looks like Justin. So
But he doesn't. He looks
Yeah.
like my dad.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you were telling me.
Let me
This is
find you a
interesting.
photo, and then we'll see if I can show you guys. Because, like, he actually looks like my dad. I have a photo of my dad when he was a little baby, and he
Okay,
was
while you're searching,
very cute. Yes.
Wenjie says, I think that's a taekwondo outfit. Arfian says flow riding. Oh, you did. You did
Yeah.
some flow riding.
I did.
Yeah.
I did do some flow riding. Okay. So, can you see? Like if I go and
Can we have it on cameras, please?
There you go.
No, it's okay. Just put it.
okay. I try to find like the sweet spot of where it looks like. Okay, you can see like my postpartum hair loss. Oh my goodness. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my dad. Don't you think that looks like Luca? Like a white version of Luca? I think so. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's interesting, huh?
Oh.
Skips a generation.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah? Okay, anyway. Arfian says, Ross, we go way back 1995. Oh my God, am I that old?
Wow,
Arfian is not
1995.
Okay.
I was 8 years old in 1995. How old were you, Ross?
1995.
1995. I was 8
but I
years
was
old.
15. No, 25 years old, sorry. 25, see my maths. Okay, anyway. All right, so that's the happy family. All right. So how have you been keeping fit and healthy so far?
So I was really happy when the gyms reopened
Yes.
because when I had been cleared by the doctors to go back to exercise after delivering, the gyms were still closed, or they just closed them again, and I was like, no. So I'm back in the gym, which
That's
I'm
during phase
enjoying.
2, right? That's
Yeah.
during phase 2.
So I'm back in and I'm really enjoying that. I did my first heavy leg day yesterday, so I'm aching all over.
Right.
But we do a lot of home workouts, and that was how I started my fitness journey back in like 10 years ago. So for me, that versatility is good because before I could get back into the gym, I knew that that wasn't my only option. I knew that, I actually have the opportunity to work on my health and fitness at home. And I could create programs for myself and get people involved as well when we could have guests over. Justin, my husband, would get in on the action, and he's constantly motivating me to work harder.
Yeah. I mean, talking about workouts at home, you are blessed with a place of your own that you gotten like maybe about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, right. Like we moved in literally like maybe 4 months before circuit breaker.
Oh my God. Okay. So, but you are blessed. The fact that you have a little space. Well, I don't say little, but quite
Well,
a big.
it's a little yard.
Yeah,
It's a
yard,
Yeah.
which you can make use of, and you kind of like transform it into a
We call it the
workout
prison
area.
yard.
What? Sorry.
We call it the prison yard because it looks very ghetto, and all the equipment that we have is very ghetto as well. It's all like inherited stuff, like hand-me-downs from friends, and it's very, very basic. But it just enables us to get outdoors
Yeah.
and get
especially
sweaty.
during the lockdown period,
Correct.
the start of COVID.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing for you.
Correct.
And I've always watched your. In fact, my wife always watches your Facebook feed as well as Instagram feed.
I love
and
your
then,
wife.
And then.
Hi, Jana.
She's
in
at
case
home.
you're watching.
She's gonna be home for the next 2 months.
She's going to do great.
Yeah, because she just went for an operation, but she's doing very, very well. Anyway, so you've got a nice little yard outside. That's where you do all your exercises. So that helps when the gym closed.
Yeah.
And I was affected as well. Even though I have my yard, but I don't use it. I don't have the motivation to make use of it. I'm the kind of person who...
What a waste.
No, I'm the kind of person I need to go to the gym so that I'm in the zone.
I get that though. Like
yeah.
I really do find myself like when I'm back in the gym, it's a lot about being surrounded by a bunch of other people who are totally in the zone, in the moment, and like just wanting to work out hard.
Correct.
So I can get on board with that.
So,
But it's not an excuse, huh?
No. Well, I'm doing well so far. I'm trying my very best. So,
Yes.
next question is, one of the videos that I've seen on your social media is you embarked on a journey with a charity organization
Yes.
doing burpees.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, let me get this straight. If I can remember the figure correct, it's 10,000 burpees.
Yes.
Okay.
小料. That's
I've
what
got
most people say.
So I've
to
got
me.
the next slide. Can we show to everyone? Ta-da! This is the Touch Community Services.
That's right. So do
Hashtag-
you know what Touch does?
No.
Okay, so Touch Community Services does a lot of really good work to help families who are struggling. They could be single parent families, single income families, families that are just in general need, and they've got like lots of different areas. So they can assist with the elderly and care for the elderly. But one of the areas that I vibe with the most, and which is why I chose to raise funds for this side of Touch, was to be a champion for children, youth, and families. Obviously, because I feel we are very blessed. My children are both healthy. We have, we're very blessed with my husband still having a job throughout this pandemic. Obviously, my income went kaput and out the window, but and we had to pivot. But we're blessed that we're still in a very good position. And we recognize that not everybody is.
Yeah.
So when Touch reached out and said, look, we can't fundraise at the moment, do you think you could be a champion for our cause? I said, absolutely, because one of the things I really live by is being a good human. And I think if everyone was just a good human, the world would be a much nicer place. So I said, okay, we'll do this. And then they lumped me with the amount that they wanted us to raise. And I'm like, oh, $10,000, okay.
So $10,000.
That's a lot of money to
figure.
raise. Yeah, it was a lot of money to raise. And so I was a little bit daunted at first. And I'm also not the sort of person who would just say, hey guys, this is a charity, give me some money.
Yeah.
I don't believe in asking for something for nothing. Everyone who has a little bit of surplus has worked hard for that surplus. And so I thought, okay, what could I do that would justify asking people to part with their money, be it $1, $5, $10, $50, or $100, or whatever they wanted to give. And so I thought, oh, maybe I should do like 5,000 squats or something like that. But I'm like, squats is like it would still be quite attainable, and squats are like, yeah, it's hard, but it's not the hardest thing. And I was like, what does everyone hate doing? I was like, everyone hates doing burpees. Nobody likes doing burpees.
Yes, I can relate to that, and I can safely declare to the whole of Singapore,
That you hate doing burpees?
I hate burpees.
Okay.
I really hate
So I'll clarify, we're doing burpees, no push-up, because I think burpees with push-up would have actually killed me. But I was like, okay, I can't justify just doing 5,000. It doesn't really sound very nice. If I'm asking for $10,000, I really should be doing 10,000 burpees. And the original campaign period was 56 days. So I was like, okay, do the math. I worked it out and I was like, okay, I can do, at first I thought it was 2 months exactly.
Right.
And it worked out to be like 100 and, I needed to do 163 burpees a day.
a day
A day.
for 50
For
2
50,
days.
well, I
Using-
thought it was going to be a little bit longer. Like
okay.
58 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I'd miscalculated. So it needed to be 173 burpees because my math's not great. And then I realized I was getting my second jab, and the
Oh,
advisory had just come out
no.
saying, no, you need to make sure that you're
Yes.
taking a week off and
Yes.
whatever. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I do 200 burpees a day, it gives me a decent buffer to take a few days off here and there if I need to rest, because I also don't want to injure myself. And so we embarked on that. I'm currently at
5,000.
7,000. I've got 2,400 burpees left to go. I had to stop for a while because I'd injured my back because of Luca, because he's actually a really heavy baby. He's like 9 kilos.
9 kilos. Wow.
For a 5-month
5
old.
months, yeah. I mean,
So-
looking at him, he's quite chubby.
He's
yeah.
solid, like, he's really solid. So
Solid.
I've taken a little bit of time off, but they also extended the campaign period to the end of this month.
Okay.
So we're still raising funds. So if you can,
Yep.
I will be continuing my burpee cause. I've got 2,400 left to do, and we're at $7,500 thereabouts raised. So if
Wow.
you can, tinyurl.com/ECBS, that stands for Everyone Can Be Someone, dash Kelly will take you to my donation link.
Yeah, I think the easiest way is for you to get on her socials.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. She's more active on Instagram.
Yep.
And then you'll definitely find the link there. I have a picture. let's have a look at a picture of you in your yard
Yes.
with is that Justin?
Justin and Steve Lai.
Lai.
So I'm very, very blessed because Steve Lai actually, he's a Channel News Asia presenter, and when he found out that I was going to do this, he was like, okay, let me clear it with the bosses and see if I can join in with you. So he actually went above and beyond board, and he's completed his 10,000. There was another guy, John Chia, someone else that I used to work with when I was covering the golf for Asian Tour Media, and he went on and he smashed out the 10,000 burpees in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
He was doing like 1,000 burpees a day.
Okay.
That's mad.
So burpees,
Absolutely
burpees,
mad.
burpees. While we're on the subject of burpees, I have a short video of you in action with your burpees.
Oh.
All right. So let's take a look at this video. This is with Sienna.
Yeah, so Sienna's actually become a huge fan of burpees as well. She went for a play date yesterday, and she taught her friend how to do burpees. I promise she's actually better than she looks in this video. But
Wait, who's that? Okay.
So the other girl in there was Rachel Berry. She's
all
my
right.
friend from Poly, and she had never done more than 10 burpees ever until that day, and then she completed 400 with me that day.
So second look of this, I can do this. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
do this. Yeah. So Steve Lai is just next to you.
Yep.
All right, thank you. That's the short video that I have. And it worked well because you just gave birth 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And then this is one of your
It was good
regime
impetus
to
to
get
get
back in shape.
in.
And I'm telling the first I haven't seen Kelly for the longest time. And the first time I see her just now earlier on when she came in, I was like, wow, you gained back your figure, your shape, your fitness very
I'm
quickly.
about a kilo off my pre-pregnancy weight, so I'm quite happy with that. I think there's a lot of pressure surrounding bouncing back and getting back into shape. But pregnancy comes with a whole host of issues. I mean, you can see, like my postpartum hair loss, my hair, man, seriously.
So let's
Stress.
Wait. Thank you.
But I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of stress placed on women to try and bounce back, and I think it's unnecessary. But if you want to do it, and if you want to work hard, which I did because I also had deadlines for work as well, and obviously being in the media, you
you need to.
you can't escape it, lah.
Yeah.
You can't escape it. So there was that, but I wanted to do it for myself. And if you've got the right reason for doing it, and as long as you are physically cleared by your doctors
Yeah.
to be able to do it, then go
That is
smash
good for
it.
you. Yeah, well done, well done. Good
Thanks.
job. You did very well during Sienna, when you had Sienna.
Took time.
Yeah,
though.
that one I think it took a little bit more time.
That took time.
So the second time around is like you're much more seasoned, and maybe the burpees helped a lot.
I think the burpees helped some, but it was also I had a C-section with Sienna, and I had a natural delivery with Luca, and I think that
okay.
definitely helps.
All right. Okay, so coming back to the question which we posed to all our viewers, some says flow riding, some says taekwondo, if I'm not mistaken. So what is your favorite sport?
So it's interesting. Once you put the gi, and he's not entirely wrong. Definitely not taekwondo. I'm not a.
So you're a karate.
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 I did karate for 10 years, but I wouldn't say that it's my favorite sport currently. I had a lot of love for it. I got my black belt when I was 16, 17 years old, somewhere around there.
From all the years I know you, I didn't know that you had a black belt.
Really?
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, first done black belt in Kyokushin.
So here's a shout out to Justin. Okay, shout out to Justin. So did you know, Justin, did you know that she had a black belt before you married her?
Of course he did. Of course he did.
And my next question would it, if you didn't know and you found out now, would it change anything? Are you now a bit more scared?
I think my
Black
husband will
belt
tell
lah,
you
girl.
that he's always
Black
been scared.
belt lah.
Yeah. Like and it was back then, like to get your black belt, you had to still break the concrete tiles.
There's a technique to it lah.
Yeah, I fractured my wrist twice
Oh my
doing
god,
it.
then there's no technique to it.
There is absolutely technique. That's what I'm saying. You can't just like try and wing it. You actually
Oh
have
my
to go in with
God.
the technique. And I'd slipped and I'd fractured my wrist, and I
Fracture.
still remember I still remember that in the ER, the doctor that was attending to me was like, "So, girl, how did you get this?" And I had to explain what I'd done, and he couldn't keep a straight face. And then 6 months, I went and did it again, and yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so then our fiance said flow riding, right?
Yeah.
And I have to say he's probably right.
Yeah?
I really enjoy flow riding. I enjoy being on the water, but also not in open water because I'm deathly afraid of what I can't see underneath.
Yeah.
I would love to try surfing, but I'm too chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you happen to go for any competition for flow riding? Because
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very competitive person.
I remember
Yes.
seeing that, yeah.
So I think the best placing I ever got was like second in the open category. Yeah.
Ah, not bad. And this was at Wave House, right?
Yeah, this is at Wave House. Apparently, word has it that the new surf house is coming up at Downtown East, hopefully December.
Yeah, it was closed
it's
in
been-
Sentosa, and it was supposed to go to Downtown East.
Correct, and
Because
then
my
COVID,
my two boys were...
used to work there.
Yeah, they used to work there as
Yeah.
a part-time fella who does...
I spent many an afternoon with your boys.
How small this world. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. So that flow riding would be...
I would say so. I think it's a great sport. The community's really supportive, and sort of like one of my closest friends, Wanda, and I used to spend so much time there. And it's just a nice environment, and to be out in the sun.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to be now that it's not going to be on Sentosa. I really love Sentosa.
So what has it that you're saying? December is going to be...
Apparently so. Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so I've got another question to ask all our viewers out there. This is a very interesting question because it will segue into something more interesting to talk about with Kelly. About Kelly. What is her nationality, do you think? Is it A, British? Is it B, Australian? Is it C, Singaporean? Is it D, Malaysian? Right?
So, am I British? Am I Australian? Am I Singaporean? Am I Malaysian?
Malaysian. I like that. Hey, not bad. Very
Not
talented,
bad, right?
Kelly. You can try and do stand-up comedy. You know, just draw up a script. You got it.
Just do accents. I can do accents. I can do accents quite well.
British, Australian, yeah, Singaporean,
Or
and Malaysian.
Malaysian.
A for B, C, or D. Write down your answer. I want to see your guesses. Okay.
I do want to know what you
Wen
guys
Jie
think I
says
am.
Kenyan.
Kenyan. Hey, don't mess, okay? My sister's boyfriend's actually from Kenya.
Oh, talking about sister, Barbara. How's she
Yes.
doing?
She's doing really well, you know? Like, she's
Hi,
been
Barbara.
really busy. She's stopped doing radio now, which I think a lot of people are quite sad about. She was a joy to listen to on radio. She was on Class 95 for a while on the weekends.
Yes. I listen to her.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
She'll
support
be-
her.
Thanks.
Yes.
But no, like I think she's enjoying getting. She's been doing a lot of commercial work and stuff. So I think that's really good. Obviously, no events, but yeah, she's
And
been
that-
doing live streams.
Yeah. Say hi. I haven't seen her for the longest time as well. The last time was with you
Yes,
and
when we
Sports
were doing
SG.
Get Active.
Yeah. Another comment. Down under. Says.
Down
Wen Jie says
under. Right.
Okay. What is Kelly? Okay. So keep that in mind. Answer the question, and write it down on your comment section. Okay. All right. So let's talk about your career, Kelly, as a.
I mean, you're right. You know,
What?
all the comments don't always show.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Anyway,
She
yeah.
is. There are some because I don't know how the algorithm works, and I don't know how Facebook works,
man.
but it doesn't matter. Let's talk about your career. So you're a social media personality, which is playing a very important role in
Content creator. Let's call it content creator, shall we? I
Okay.
prefer that.
No more
title.
KOL, key opinion leader.
Key opinion leader. I don't know. Do I have a key opinion that you would follow?
First it was influencer, then they changed it to KOL.
No, it used to be KOL. It used to be KOL.
Oh, KOL.
And then
Then-
it became influencer. And I really don't like the term influencer because I feel like anyone can be an influencer. Like if you influence your friend to go and buy something, then you're an influencer. Are you an influencer? You think so?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyone can be an influencer.
So the term that you like to use now is
Content creator.
Content creator. Okay. So you're a content creator, broadcast presenter, live event lifestyle presenter. So rightfully, right now, we don't have much
Many events.
events. Yeah, we don't have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So-
it really sucks, you know.
So let's get to the screen. I've got some pictures to show you. Okay, so Kelly on stage. Okay, so this is basically, for sports events, galas, formal, and we've hosted countless events, mainly sporting events.
2007, OCBC cycle.
That was the first year.
That was the first thing that we did together.
And you were
14
young.
years.
You were not married.
I am still young. I resent that statement.
Wait,
I am still young.
You were younger. Okay, you were younger. And I remember that. So, of all the shows that we have done, or events that we have done together, there's one particular picture. We definitely have countless pictures of both of us hosting on stage. But there's one particular picture which I really adored, and I think you can agree with me on that. Is this one?
Aww, the JP Morgan.
JP Morgan run, which we have hosted for many, many years also.
Yeah. And what was always interesting is like whenever I wasn't doing the main stage with you, I was often with Deloitte in their in their
James
private
Walton.
Yes, with Mr. James Walton. Aww. I really do love the JP Morgan run. Like that for me is one of the highlights on the sporting calendar.
It's on hold
and
now.
You know what's funny? My husband works for JP Morgan.
I know.
No.
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
So this was the picture that I really love. So more on Kelly. So you're an event presenter, live event presenter. You're broadcast as well. Okay, and socials.
Yes.
Yeah. Content creator.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so many things.
I do. I actually do a lot of things.
You do a lot of things,
Yeah,
and now that,
I do a lot of things.
and now
I
that,
am more than one thing.
now
my
that
partner Volkswagen would say.
What again? Sorry.
Well, I'm doing this campaign with Volkswagen, and the whole I partnered with them for their car, the T-Cross, and the whole premise of this car is that it's more than one thing. And they wanted to work with me because I am more than one thing. And I'm looking at this now and I'm like, I really do a lot of things.
Wait, is that the tagline?
More than one thing.
Is it an SUV?
So it's like a crossover.
Okay.
So it's like a mini SUV. It's a nice drive.
Yeah.
I'll take you for a ride.
Yeah, I know it's blue in color, right?
Yes.
Turquoise or something.
Turquoise.
Yeah,
it's
turquoise.
a very distinctive color. I really love it.
I was looking at socials. I mean, I don't normally. My wife checks on your socials most of the time. She's your fan lah. And then I was like looking at it. Hey, did she change car? Yeah. So you have another car which they loan you to ride around.
Which really helps because it's a very nice zippy car. It's got plenty of space, and I really enjoy
tough job
it.
Sometimes. You content creators have to deal with. Anyway.
Hard life. Hey, no, it's a lot of work, please. It's a lot of work.
So we were talking about it. Now that the events industry is downhill.
Yep.
Not many events that we are hosting. Income has gone down, but you have something to fall back on, which is your content creating.
Yes.
Wow.
And I think I'm blessed that it was something that I'd started doing quite early on.
Yes.
And I think, like I said earlier, I mean, with events taking a huge hit, then we all have to pivot.
Yeah.
And I think because I've never really stuck into the mold of doing one thing, I was never just an event host. I was also a voiceover talent. I was doing broadcasts. So it then lined me up very nicely for other things. So when people started taking things virtual, doing the hybrid events, live streams, I had the broadcast experience to be able to say, it's okay, you can stick me on your live stream. I can talk to absolutely no one and just me and a camera in a room for a while. Yeah. And I think that really helped. Yeah.
Now the latest project that you embarked on, it ended like a month ago or something like that, was the Tokyo Olympics. You are part of the host with Paul Seng,
Sophie Colifer.
Sophie as well as yourself. So you were the three hosts in Singapore, based in Singapore.
Yes.
For the Tokyo Olympics 2020.
That was amazing. It was so nice to actually watch live sport again. I think a lot of people have missed watching the action and knowing that it was very real, very raw. And I think this Olympics really goes to show that sportsmanship and the drive and determination of athletes is really something completely unparalleled. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to next year. There's Asian Games coming, SEA Games, Commonwealth Games. So it's going to be a big year for sport if everything goes ahead as expected. But it was fabulous. It was hard on me and my schedule because I'd wake up in the morning, make sure I got my daughter off to school, spend time with my son, then I'd go into work in the afternoon, and then I'd finish at sort of like 10 plus
Yep.
in the evening.
Yep.
Then by the time I wind down, settle Luca, do his night feed,
Wow.
I was sleeping like 4 or 5
Yeah,
hours.
but
and
talking
then
about
doing it
that,
all over
right?
again.
It sounds so hectic, but you got to thank one person. We were talking about it. We got to thank one person who puts it all together.
Yes. Well, it depends. There's 2 people.
Oh, yeah,
One
okay.
is Justin.
Yeah.
Because he's like my right hand, and he is absolutely amazing.
Your PA executive.
Yeah, yeah. The original, the original PA executive. Need anything at kellylatimer.com. Used to go to Justin, but now my right arm, like literally, I cannot do without her, is Donna.
Yeah.
But it's really funny, So I brought Donna on to help me last year. So she's like my internal manager. But whenever I talk to clients or new clients and I say, let me put you on to my manager, she'll sort you out, because
Yeah.
I'm always missing emails. I always take forever to respond. They're like, oh, manager, expensive. I'm like, no, she's my internal, like she works with me, like I pay her. It's not like some external agency. So it's quite interesting to see how people's perceptions
Yes, correct.
are. But Donna's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I could actually do
That-
without her.
yeah.
Never leave me, Donna.
You're so blessed to have met a person like Donna.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, Donna says, wow, I have perfect timing, which means that she just logged in. Which means that you just logged in, Donna.
Itchy ears. She knew that we were talking about her.
I like Wenjie. Wenjie has been watching my program, right? Wenjie, big shout out to you lah. I think I must buy you fish head curry one of these days. He's been watching my show and supporting me. So Wenjie says, hashtag Kelly is everywhere.
Donna will tell you the same thing, but yes.
Okay, so let's get back. I wanted to fit into Donna, the topic on Donna, because I've seen how she has helped you in juggling, and taking care of all the nitty-gritty stuffs.
Honestly, like especially with a second child, with Sienna, and when Sienna started going to school, it freed up a lot of my time to be able to say, okay, I can focus on me and the things that I need to do. When Luca came along, or even when I was pregnant with Luca, I was just so tired all the time. But when Luca came along, I want to spend more time with him. And I think when you have children, you have children for a reason. And I'm blessed to be able to say that I can dedicate time to my kids.
Okay.
It costs me because I have to pay somebody else, but I feel that benefits far outweighs everything else.
That's good.
But it also improves the relationships with clients. It also means that I've got the assistance that I need, and it means that my clients get emails replied to, as opposed to sitting there in my inbox, never being touched.
You should try and message her, man. She takes forever
I
to
take
respond.
like 2 days to respond.
Okay, anyway, we're running out of time.
Yes.
See?
Oh,
okay,
goodness.
last part.
Okay.
I asked people what nationality you are.
Yes.
British, Australian, Singaporean, Malaysian.
What am I?
What am I? What are you? So, you tell us. What are you?
Well, I used to be British, and then I gave it all up and became Singaporean because I feel like this is the place that I've really resonated with. This is definitely a place I call home. I often get mistaken for an Australian because of my accent, which
No,
some
but you're
people say.
British.
I lived in Australia for a little while, but I don't think I have an Australian accent. What do you think? Do you think I have an
at first
Australian
I
accent?
knew I had this funny inkling that you were British.
Why?
Yeah. So she's
British?
she's Singaporean, ladies and gentlemen, and the
But
reason
I'm
why.
married to a Malaysian.
Yeah. I was
So
just
I'm
you see
everything.
that's the
I'm
problem
everything.
with us. We worked so well together. I was just about to say you stole the thing. Okay, anyway, and she's married to a Malaysian. Now she is a Singaporean. She renounced her British citizenship some time ago.
I took
She's
the oath 7
Yes.
days before I gave birth to Sienna.
and I was following her throughout the whole journey. And the reason why I want to mention this is the next slide will be something awesome. She's the only lady whom I know has volunteered for the SAF VC, right?
Yes,
Volunteer
the Singapore Armed Forces Volunteer Corps.
Corps. There you go.
Yes.
Don't play. She holds a black belt.
I got marksman K.
I got black belt in karate, and she's holding on. That's the SAR. Is that? What
Yeah,
is that?
SAR 21.
Okay, the SAR 21, and she's a markswoman now. Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that!
And I've
Don't
got
mess.
another.
I need to know how to shoot a rifle because I've got a very beautiful daughter.
So she went for BMT for. I know.
Basic training, not quite BMT.
Okay, so basic training for 14 weeks. Is that right?
No, 14 days.
Sorry, no.
It's 2
yeah.
weeks.
14
It's 2 weeks,
days.
yes.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 14 days is stay in.
Yep.
And then you had an episode where you forgot to dye your hair black.
Gosh,
Okay,
that's
never
a
mind.
whole story.
We don't have time for that. But this next picture, I love it. I
Go on.
love this next picture because it just entails and just tells
Because it
the whole
features
story.
your favorite person.
Yes. The only person who calls me Uncle Tummy.
Uncle Belly.
Ah,
Uncle
sorry,
Belly.
Uncle Belly. Well, look at that. And that's it.
That was
This is
Sienna
the
when she
picture.
was little. So Sienna was
Yeah.
about 18 months old when I went in. And this was my formation, so my patch presentation day, not formation, this was patch presentation day. So this was on the very end of our route march. We'd spent 3 days in Pulau Tekong, then we came back, we did our route march, and then we had our patch presentation. I was so smelly because we were late, we were running out of time, and we'd just done our route march, and then we had to come back, and they're like, get ready now, you need to go for your patch presentation. I was just like, I stink so bad, I need a shower. Yeah.
All right.
It was
okay.
brilliant.
See, time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Look at that. It's already, and we're running out of time.
We are.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you
last
for having
episode.
me. I miss you so much.
I miss you
Come
so
on,
much
events.
too.
Singapore, open up. Come on, we need to get us back on stage again. I miss this man. I mean, he is an absolute legend.
Oh,
He
please.
is.
Legend means
I've learned
old.
so much. Yeah. Well, you've constantly told us throughout the course of the past hour that you are old. But like, to be able to host on a stage in front of people again, like that is something I'm desperate to do.
Desperate to do, really, really yearning to do as well. And the reason why I took up this job, or should I say this project, 14 episodes, it's like, okay, at least I still get in touch with presenting.
Connection with you guys.
And I get to tell everybody about the events that we have hosted before and we find joy, and I just want to spread it out to each and every one of our Singaporeans there. Go on ahead, the running events, even though it's virtual, just go on there and just take part.
It'll be so fun, and the t-shirt this year, especially for the Army half, is really, really cool. Look, stay tuned to socials. We'll be promoting it a little bit more. Remember to get in your registrations before October 3rd. I can say this with pride because I'm actually part of the promoting team. So I'm like, come on, come and join us online.
So those of you who are observant enough, you will see that both of us are a little bit coordinated. Both of us are, and this is not planned now. That's the reason why we work so well together for the past
14 years.
14 years, since 2007. Oh my, time flies. Okay, we're running out of time. In fact, we've already overshot. All right, thank you so much for those of you who have joined me, as well as Kelly, and more. Yeah, for those of you who have joined me for the past 14 episodes, thank you so much for your support. So that's it. That's the end of the show.
Say you want him back.
No.
Say you want him to do more stuff. Or maybe you just want to listen to the two of us banter on.
Why not? You're just around the corner.
Very close. This is my hood. Geylang-Serai is my hood, man.
So James from Orange Room, he's the one who got things.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it, and let's host even more things. If you want to see the Kelly Ross show, you know what you need to do.
Why not? Okay, that's it.
Done
We're running out of time.
already.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye,
Take
everyone.
good care. All right, and hope to see you guys very, very soon in the near future. Take care, everybody. Stay masked up and be safe. Bye.